Now, let's discuss next abiotic component, water. Availability of water highly influences the biotic components. Hence, we can see a variety of organisms from aquatic habitat to the dry deserts. All biotic components depend on water for survival. Based on the water requirements, plants are classified into three types: hydrophytes, mesophytes, and xerophytes. First, hydrophytes. Plants which grow in watery places or places which remain very wet throughout the year are called hydrophytes. Examples: hydrilla, lotus, etc. Second, mesophytes. Plants which grow in moderate conditions of temperature, light, water, and oxygen are called mesophytes. Examples: apple, lime, etc. And third category is xerophytes. Plants which grow in deserts or in very dry places where water is scarce are called xerophytes. Examples: agave, cactus, etc. Land animals lose water through various life processes. They show various types of adaptations to prevent water loss. Some animals have tough body covering to limit loss of water, and some animals like camels are tolerant to loss of water. Sweat glands in some animals act as cooling devices. Some insects directly absorb water from the atmosphere. So water is essential for each and every living thing. Now next abiotic component is soil. The type of soil determines the type of plants growing in an area. Soil is the basic growth medium for land habitats. Soil contains inorganic mineral elements like iron, zinc, calcium, and phosphorus, and organic materials like dead and decaying matter or humus. Soils rich in humus support abundant plant life, which thereby supports abundant animal life. It recycles nutrients and holds and provides water. Next is fire. Fire plays an important role in the ecosystem, which cannot be duplicated by any other natural process. It helps create new landscapes. Some insects, diseases, parasitic plants, and pathogenic fungi are destroyed. Thus, harm caused by these are reduced. The ash formed after fire mixes with the soil. It releases nutrients into the soil, making them available to the plants. Some areas subject to frequent fires are considered fire dependent. Plants have adapted for surviving fire by increasing seed release and developing fire resistant barks and buds. However, fire also destroys the habitat of many small animals.